Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Kiana and today I'm going to be showcasing some of my favorite mods for maintaining a healthy lifestyle in The Sims 4. So for those of you who are new to my channel, this is my sim Elliot. Elle does have the health food nut lifestyle, and throughout her Let's Play we've been focusing a lot on maintaining a healthy diet as well as her wellness and fitness skills. And while I was already very familiar with the wellness and fitness elements of the game, this is my first time playing with the health food nut lifestyle and I'm actually really enjoying it. So I've leaned into learning more about ways to make sure that Elle is almost always watching what she eats, both at home and on the go, so that she doesn't experience negative moodlets for consistently eating off of her diet. So since I'm learning something new, I figured I'd share it with you all. So without further ado, let's get into the first mod. So it is a little after 10:30 on a Sunday morning and Elle is already dressed and ready to head to the gym, but she's also feeling a tiny bit hungry, so we definitely don't want to send her off to the gym on an empty stomach. So that does give us an opportunity to showcase our first mod, which is going to be the Smoothie Blender by Somek and Severenka. So the one that I'm using in my game right now is made by Cowbuild, and I will have both versions linked in the resources post that's going to accompany this mod video. So I'm going to have Elle come on over here and she is going to mix a protein shake. So as you can see, the other options are to mix a smoothie or to mix a milkshake. But since Elle is a healthy sim, we're going to mix a protein shake before we head to the gym. So as you can see, this is compatible with the Simple Living lot trait. We don't have 3 blueberries, so the game is trying to charge us 18 simoleons for them. Absolutely not. We do have some other options though. We have the herbs option, peach, raspberry, strawberry, and vanilla. So since my personal favorite is strawberry, I'm going to have her select that. So we're going to click on that. She's going to come on over here and she's going to make her smoothie. So I'm actually interested, I'm filming this the same day that the trailer came out for the new expansion pack, and I saw that there is going to be a smoothie blender in that, so I'm really interested to see how that's going to compare to this mod, which I've been using for quite a while. Alright, so she's finished making her smoothie. As you can see, we got a little notification here. It says Elliot has finished creating a protein shake. Drink has been added to her inventory. So if you pop down to Elle's inventory, we've got our smoothie here. It says a great snack before training, no added sugar. So I'm going to have her go ahead and drink that. And so that we have an opportunity to see the animation, I'm just going to have her turn around. So for context though, this pretty much to me looks like the same animation that came with High School Years for Boba. So a lot of the same things that you would see when a sim is enjoying some bubble tea, you will see with this protein shake. So I'm going to let her finish her protein shake and then we are going to showcase the next mod. Alright, so it's been a little bit. Elle has finished her protein shake and we did get a little moodlet over here. It is boosting our energy and it says protein powered. Not only does protein fill you up, but it helps you to build muscle, which is absolutely what we need prior to heading to the gym. So that does take us into our second mod, which is going to be the Healthy Living mod by Deep Indigo. And this is actually a really detailed mod. We're going to be spending a little bit of time going over everything that comes with this one. So you access this mod by clicking directly on your sim. So I'm going to click on Elle here and we should see an option right here. This is the Healthy Living Hub. So we're going to click on that and it's just going to pull up this menu. So as you can see, we've got a ton of options. We can sign up for a SimWell Health Club membership. There's also a healthy meal service. We've got fitness classes. We can go to the gym. We can go to the spa. We can do health club and spa, and we can also shop at the SimWell Health Club store. So we're going to do a little bit of all of these things. Let's start at the top with signing up for the SimWell Health Club membership. So I'm just going to click that, and then Elle is going to pull out her phone and do a little bit of work. And in just a second here, yes, we should get a little pop-up. So it says SimWell Health Club is an elite collection of fitness and wellness health clubs all dedicated to healthy living. We offer top-tier classes and programs for the whole family with a focus on physical and mental fitness and whole body wellness. We're here on your journey to healthier living. Click on one of the options below to learn more about monthly membership or a single day membership. So we are going to click on the Premier membership because Elle does like to spend money that she doesn't have. So we'll click on that one and we should get a little bit more information on the Premier membership. Yes. So it says, we hope you enjoy your Premier membership. Premier membership allows access to all SimWell Health Club gyms, spa, and health clubs, as well as a deep discount when shopping with our exclusive partners as well as through our health shop. So for an individual Premier membership, it is 250 simoleons. And it says this membership only covers the sim who signs up. So there is another option for a family membership in the event that you have multiple sims in your household. But it's just L here, so we only have the option for the individual membership. So this does automatically renew every 30 sim days unless you cancel it or change your automatic renewal, which we'll show you in just a second. So for now, let's go ahead and click on individual Premier membership for 250 simoleons. All right, so we got a little notification over here. It says, welcome to the SimWell Health Club. We hope you enjoy your benefits, or the benefits of your membership, which include access to our best-in-class spas, world-class fitness centers and instructors, trainers, nutritionists, and service professionals. We also have exclusive partnerships with health food and supplement companies to enhance your wellness and fitness journey. And it also tells us that our SimWell Health Club membership card can be found in your inventory. And it actually can. So if you go into your Sims inventory, you will have a SimWell Health Club membership card. Now, I will tell you that in earlier iterations of the mod, you were not able to use any of the gym equipment or anything at the spa unless you had this card in your inventory. I have found lately that that's no longer the case, but you'll still find the nutritionist and all of the other NPC sims at the gym or the spa when you go there. All right, so now that we've got our membership, let's head back into the hub and we'll see what our options are to change or cancel our membership. So it says here, manage SimWell Health Club membership. Let's click that and let's see what options are available. Just gonna pull our phone back out here. All right, so here's our options. We can change our membership type from the Premier to a Signature, which is only 150 simoleons, so a little bit of a savings there. We can cancel the automatic renewal, which means that we will just have to pay our membership within 24 hours after the 30 days. We can also cancel our membership upon expiration. So at the end of that 30 days, it just won't auto renew and we will no longer have a membership. We can cancel it immediately, which would just be a waste of our 250 simoleons. So I'm not sure why we would want to do that. And then the last option is to keep the current membership. So we definitely want to do that. So we'll go ahead and click that option. And then we're going to move into some of the other features of this mod once she's done. So while she's doing that, I'm actually just going to go ahead and click on her so that we can get this pulled back up. All right, so we're going to skip the health service for now and probably the fitness classes and all the rest of the stuff. Instead, let's hop all the way down to shop at the SimWell Health store. So whenever she's done, we will get another pop-up. There we go. So this one has multiple menus. We can kind of go through each of them just really quickly. You've got your yoga mats, which includes all of your CC yoga mats. Same with your meditation stools. Fitness equipment is your yoga mats, your meditation stools, and then all of your other gym equipment. So your weights, your treadmills, all that stuff. We've got soccer balls, footballs, and then here's where we start getting into the good stuff. So we've got smart scales. There's the Kilaway Smart Scale. We're going to grab one of these. I'm just going to read the description. It says, need biometric data about yourself, need to know what your metabolism type is, need to know if you've gained muscle mass in the last 4 hours. We've got the scale for you. Even if you just need to do mundane things like find out how much you weigh, our scale can do it all. So let's go ahead and put one of those in our basket. So as you can see, we're getting a little bit of a savings on that because we have the health club membership. So instead of this costing us 200 simoleons, it's down to 160 simoleons. So let's pop one of those in our cart. And then we're going to come to the next category, which is the SimFit watch. And I really do want some better colors of this as a person who tends to be a little bit more on the neutral side. So I'm going to read this description. It says, the SimFit smartwatch and fitness tracker is a great accessory to anyone wanting to take control and keep track of their fitness and health journey. Keep biometric data, get news alerts and more with your SimFit smartwatch today. So same deal with this one. This is going to be 360 simoleons for us versus the 450 that it would be retail if we did not have our membership. So we're going to pop one of those in our cart as well. And then this last category is supplements. So we're not going to buy anything from here, but I did want to show you what's in here. So we've got Belladonna protein shakes. This is a meal replacement shake. We've also got weight loss supplements, and then we've got muscle gaining supplements. So I kind of like the idea after Elle has started having her children to maybe purchase some of those weight loss supplements to help her on her journey to kind of getting her body back. The one concern that I have with some of these is if they're similar or use the technology from the ice cream, so that if you take the weight loss supplement, is it like the diet ice cream where you immediately become thin? Because that wouldn't be really realistic for me. I wouldn't want it to do that. So, but we'll try that out at some future point after Elle has started having some kids. So for now, we've got 520 simoleons worth of items in our cart. Let's go ahead and select that. All right. So it says that our items can be found in Elliot's inventory or her household inventory, and everything is actually in her inventory. I have no idea who this is. We haven't met, of course not. All right, so here we have our scale, and I'm just going to turn this around. And then we also have our smartwatch here. So I'm going to start by asking Elle to put on her smartwatch, which I think I can do directly on her, or maybe I do it over here. Let me try to do it over here. Put on SimFit watch. Yes. So when she's got her watch on, we do have some other options here. So we've got another menu, SimFit smartwatch. And our options are to check her metabolism, check her muscle mass, check her weight, check her social media timeline, or take it off. So I'm just going to have her check her metabolism. So we get a little notification over here. It says Elle has a fast metabolism, meaning that she burns calories more quickly, which means less gets stored as fat in the body. Okay. All right, so kind of wish I had that problem, but nonetheless, I will have her come over here and check her weight. So on the scale, we have the option to check her metabolism, check her muscle mass, and check her weight. So we've already checked her metabolism, so let's just check her weight. And what I really like about this scale is the realism. So once she hops on it, you'll see that the numbers kind of change. And then we got another notification that says Elliot is within a healthy weight range. Eating a variety of healthy foods can help with maintaining a healthy weight for this Sims body type. All right, so now that we have done those things, I think it's a good time for Elle to head on over to the gym. So I'm going to click back on her, and we're going to go back to the Healthy Living Hub. So we have a couple of options here, and I just want to showcase a couple of them. So we got fitness programs and classes, and we also can just go directly to the gym. And I don't know if you noticed before, but going to the gym previously, before we sign up for our membership, cost money. But now that we've got that membership, all of these services are free. So I haven't really used the spa or the health club and spa as much, but I have been, I think, once with the spa, and she does get like a massage, and she comes back with the relaxed massage trait or moodlet. So that was really nice. But I do use this a lot more for the fitness programs and classes as well as the gym, because like I said, Elle is trying to keep up her healthy diet, her healthy lifestyle. We're trying to work on her fitness right now because it's still kind of low. So if I don't feel like going all the way to a gym lot, dealing with a loading screen and all those other things, I can just send her directly to the gym from here, and she just kind of goes off in rabbit hole style, does what she needs to do, and comes back having gained some fitness, which is really, really good because she lives in an apartment and she doesn't have her own gym. So I'm going to do that with her for now. But before we do that, let's just look at some of the fitness classes. So we've got quite a few options here. She can do an aquatic class, a bar class, fitness boot camp, circuit fusion, spin class, which I hear is going to be coming with a new pack. So I'm really excited about that for Elle. High intensity interval training session, kickboxing, indoor rock climbing, sculpt and tone, strength training, indoor tennis, track walking, water aerobics, and yoga Pilates and Zumba. So quite a few options. I have found though, depending on which one you choose, you don't get quite as much fitness gain as you would if you just went directly to the gym. So usually I just have her go directly to the gym. So we will do that now. So I'm going to click back on her, and we're going to open up this healthy living panel, and we're just going to select go to the gym. It says, want to get a great workout? Come on down and check out our state-of-the-art fitness equipment and athletic club offerings. So let's click that, and she's going to head off lot, and we'll just have a look at where she is currently, what she's going to be gaining. So she's at a level 2 fitness. Right now at the gym, she is gaining charisma and fitness. So we'll see what happens during the time that she's gone. All right, so she's back from the gym. I will have her return to her apartment. We did get to level 3 of the fitness skill, so she can now do endurance run with a treadmill. She can also research workout tips on the computer, and she will swim faster. So all of that happened without me ever having to leave the lot, which I really, really appreciate. So now that we have gotten our workout in for the day, we're going to focus on the second half of this video, which is going to be all of the food options available for maintaining the health nut lifestyle. So I'm going back into this Healthy Living Hub, and we're going to check out the Sage Carrot Health Meal Service. So it says our exclusive partners, the Sage Carrot Health Food Company, offer healthy meal service delivery with a variety of delicious and nutritious ready-to-serve options to fit your budget and your lifestyle. Simla Health Club Premier members receive a special discount, which is good. So we have a few options here. Option number 1 is to order a meal kit subscription service. We're definitely not going to do that for now. I'm not sure if that's something that I've ever actually tried with this mod. Second option is to order meals a la carte, which is usually what I do. And the third option is to do a meal kit trial, which is 35 simoleons. So I am going to order some meals a la carte. All right, so we have some options here. We have quite a few, and there's different menu categories, of course. So we've got breakfasts, we've got lunches, dinners, vegetarian only, and then we've got smoothies. So let's just grab a few items from each one of these categories. Definitely want to try the berry banana smoothing bowl. We're going to do the egg sausage on toast, the fresh fruit medley, fried egg with avocado salad. That actually sounds really tasty. Smoothie bowl, and we'll do the whole wheat waffles with eggs and turkey bacon. So that's in the breakfast category. And then in lunches, we will do the beef chow mein. Let's go with the baked salmon with veggie salad, chicken burrito bowl, and maybe I'll stop there. But you can see all of the other options that are available as we scroll through. And then dinners have a lot of the same things, but there's just a couple of more hearty meals in this category. So let's go with the grilled shrimp bento box and the grilled steak with corn. But as you can see, there's quite a few options here. So the vegetarian menu is really just all of the other things from the first 3 menus, just the stuff that doesn't have meat in it. So if you have a sim that's a vegetarian, this is the place that you would come just to filter out all of that other extra protein stuff. And then last category is smoothies. So I don't really use these because there's another mod that I'm going to show you which has the smoothies that I prefer. But we've got quite a few options in here, and as you can see, we are getting a discount on everything that we purchased. So we have 11 items in our cart for 160 simoleons, which is actually not bad. Probably a little bit more appropriate to real life and how much groceries are costing all of us these days. So let's go ahead and click OK. And all of the items that we just purchased are going to go directly in our inventory. And that actually just gives me an opportunity to remember that we didn't look at something. So when she came back from the gym, she got a moodlet, and it says workout enthusiasm from working out at the gym. When one is so stoked about working out, each rep counts for more. So she had a really good time at the gym. I think that's everything that she got. Yes. All right, so back to what we got from the healthy food delivery. So I'm just going to place some of these items down on the table so that we can see everything that she got and you can see what those meals look like. All right, so here is just a sample of what we bought, and I actually really like the textures on all of these things. The one downside I will tell you is that everything comes in normal quality. So if you have a celebrity sim with that food quirk, I don't remember what it's called, but they are going to have a hard time with this. But look at how good all this looks. So here is the sausage and the eggs with toast. Here is the fruit bowl and the steak and corn. So we've got like all kinds of really delicious looking options. This is one of the things that I really enjoy about this mod. So we're just going to pop all of these items in Elle's refrigerator. So when she is leaving for work in the morning, or if she is in a hurry, we've always got options that we can grab on the go. So I'm going to put all of these items in her refrigerator, and then we will start looking at the next mod. All right, so we are back and we're going to be looking at mod number 3. This one is going to be the Healthy Food Delivery by Somek and Severenka. So this one you are going to locate on your phone with the rest of your delivery options. I'm just going to pull up Elle's phone, and then we are going to go to the home button. And you should have an option for health food delivery, SNS health food delivery. So we're going to click that. And Elle's going to pull her phone back out and she's going to pull up that menu. Hopefully it'll just be a second. There we go. All right, so we're going to order SNS healthy food for 20 simoleons. And so this one I actually enjoy because it's a little bit more in depth, because it's only focused on the healthy living or the healthy eating, as opposed to everything that we get from the Healthy Living app. So we've got all kinds of options, similar menus at the top. So we've got balanced nutrition program. So this is another thing that I'm really excited to try once Elle starts having kids, because I like the idea of her putting herself on some sort of like regimented diet where she's kind of just working on eating healthy, watching what she eats. And this is really cool because it comes with special days of the week, right? So we've got Monday through Sunday, and it tells you what foods come with each day. So this would be everything that Elle would eat on a Sunday. So in this case, she would have barley porridge with blueberries. I don't know why I can't read today. For lunch, she would have chicken soup with beans and green salad. For dinner, she would have mushroom soup puree. And then for a snack, she would have a raspberry smoothie. So I'm just going to randomly select Friday. So it's going to be 165 simoleons, but that's going to be all of the food that Elle would eat in that day. So I'm just going to grab one of those. We're not really going to try it right now, but we're going to look at some of the other options. So we got vegetarian dishes, we've got fish, we've got meat, we've got healthy drinks, and then we've got snacks. So let's head over to the fish dishes. And we've got 3 options. So I'm just going to grab the steamed salmon with fresh vegetables. So now we are in the meat section. We've got a few more options here. So let's go with chicken stewed with beans and green salad. We're going to do the grilled steak and baked red pepper. And then we're just going to slide over to the healthy drinks. So these are the protein shakes that I use most often. And these align with the smoothie blender that we looked at in the first mod portion. So I'm just going to grab a few of these. Let's grab the raspberry, the strawberry, and then down here, those are protein shakes specifically. And then down here, we've got some smoothie options. So let's grab a blueberry since we weren't able to get that from the blender. And then we're also going to grab a raspberry and a strawberry. And then last, we're going to come to the snacks category, which is one of my favorites. So this is all stuff that she can just pop into her inventory and take with her on the go for a quick snack. So we're just going to grab some dried apples. We'll do some dried fruit mix. And then down here, we've got protein bar, banana. Let's do the coconut and vanilla, the cookies and cream. And then we've also got some protein cookies. So let's go with the blueberry and the chocolate. And then we've got 16 items. So as we can see, this is a lot more expensive than the first mod, plus the $20 delivery fee, which brings us to 705 simoleons. So we are going to click OK. So this acts very similarly to like a regular grocery order, so Elle is going to have to wait for this to arrive. So I am going to fast forward and we will see you once our delivery arrives. Alright, it took a while, but our food delivery is here. We've got, I think, Christoph here, and he is our SNS health food delivery person. So we have a custom bag here for Somek and Severenka. It says healthy eating delivery. So I'm going to have him go ahead and knock on the door. So Elle will just need to, just like with a regular grocery order, accept that delivery. And because we have this table over here, I feel like all of my deliveries get delivered right over here in this corner. Yep, sure enough, that's where he's heading. So he's going to drop that on the counter. We are going to tip him 10 simoleons, and then we will order or open our bag. Alright, so she will open this. And then all of this stuff is going to go into the refrigerator. So I'm going to go hunt all of that stuff down, and we will plop some of it down on the dining room table so that you can see what it looks like. Alright, so I didn't dig out everything, but I did pull up some of the options just so that we can get a little feel for some of the stuff that we received. So here is the steak with the baked red pepper and also the salmon. I also pulled out one of the protein shakes and the smoothies and a protein bar. So here is our Friday box. This includes porridge with nuts, meat stew and tomato sauce with steamed broccoli, pumpkin soup puree with seeds and smoothie with strawberry. Most of this sounds very sad, but we're going to go ahead and open that up. So she should be coming back in from the hallway and she'll open up this box. Alright, so all of those items are now in our inventory. So we've got our strawberry smoothie, we have our porridge, and we've got the meat stew, and that is our soup for dinner. So here's what all of those options look like. Like I said, I prefer this one because it's a little bit more detailed, and I do like these protein shakes. So it gives you the same moodlets for both the protein shakes and the smoothies as if you were using the blender. And I really appreciate that kind of being consistent across the different ways of using the stuff. I'm all over the place today. It's very late. All right, so we have finished up with the S&S delivery mod. We are now going to start looking at items directly in Elle's kitchen. So let me put all this stuff away and then we will pick up with the next mod. Alright, so the next couple of mods actually go hand in hand and they're going to be directly on the refrigerator. So for starters, let's go with the Little Miss Sim Healthy Food on Fridges. So that gives you the option for all Sims to automatically have the ability to cook healthy food directly on their fridge, as opposed to having to work really hard to even get started in that category. So as you can see here, we've just got it right here, cook a healthy meal. This will show up regardless of whether Elle has been doing any healthy eating or not, or made any progress towards the lifestyle. So when you click on that, you now get to see the second mod that we want to look at, which is going to be the More Healthy Food mod by, I think it's pronounced Bien-Chin. And this mod just puts a lot of the other foods that come with the game into this health food category. So stuff that just makes sense to be here, like the fruit salad, the garden salad, stuff that isn't organically in this category will now be in this category. It does only include foods that come specifically with the game and all the expansion packs. None of your custom foods will appear here. So as you can see, like the Caesar salad is here, the protein plate, a lot of the stuff she can't make because of her simple living lot trait, but the salmon is here. So lots of other options. So this gives you an opportunity to expand a little bit on what your menu options are if you are looking to maintain your healthy diet. The other thing I will mention that I forgot to mention earlier, everything from both of those delivery services that I reviewed, all of those items give your sim that health food buff. So if they're working towards the health food net lifestyle, or if they've already got it, they will always receive something letting you know that they've eaten a meal that aligns with that lifestyle. So that's one of the things that I really like about it. It just makes everything so much easier. So this is another option. If she wants to cook, she's got the time. We now have the ability to do that directly on the refrigerator. We've got an expanded menu. So that is once again the Little Miss Sam Health Food on Fridges mod, as well as the More Healthy Food mod by Bien-Chin. Alright, so we're down to the last couple of mods. The next one is going to be Oni's Healthy Food Options. So I don't know where you guys like to store all of your mini cookbooks that we've got from all the different mods, but I usually like to put mine in like a basket or a box or something and store them someplace organically within my Sims home. So I'm going to click on Oni's recipe pack and we're going to go to cook. As you can see here, there is a healthy meals option. So all of these things are compatible with the health food net lifestyle. So if you click on that, you'll see there's quite a few options in here. We've got some juice options. We can either do an ABC juice, which has apples, beetroot, and carrot. We can do an avocado banana smoothie, which I'm not gonna lie to you, does not sound delicious. We also have some poke bowl options. We've got salmon, grilled chicken, and tofu. And we also have some different protein meal prep options. So we've got chicken, beef, tuna, and vegan. So we have actually used these and they have been, showcased in one of the episodes of Elle's Let's Play, but we do have these other options as well. So what I'm going to do is have Elle just make a salmon poke bowl so that we can see what that looks like. Then I think we still have some beef protein meal prep within our refrigerator, so we're going to grab both of those so that you can get a feel for what those items look like in game. Alright, so Elle is all finished. As you can see, we've got our poke bowl here and then we've got our protein meal prep. with beef. So both of these actually look really, really yummy, and they're both excellent quality. So I'm going to allow Elle to actually have a really early dinner. I think she's going to enjoy this salmon poke bowl, but that gives us an opportunity to show off our last mod. So this one I'm actually really excited about. I just got this one yesterday. This is a water dispenser that came with the most recent appliances pack by 6MCC, and it's not really a whole lot, but if your sim is trying to be healthy, they're probably really into making sure that they're staying hydrated. So I'm gonna have Elle just come over here and grab a glass of water, and then I'll just move to the side so that we can see what the animation looks like. So yeah, she just grabbed her glass of water, and I think I will actually bring the poke bowl into the eat-in kitchen with her so that she can enjoy the rest of her little dinner. All right, so Elle's got her glass of water, she's got her poke bowl, and she's going to enjoy a good, healthy little dinner. And that's actually everything that I have for this mod video. I hope that you found it useful. If you have items that I didn't think of or don't know about, definitely drop those in the comments down below. And I will see you all in my next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.